Shockwaves is a 1977 low-budget horror film starring Peter Cushing and John Carradine. It was directed by Ken Wiederhorn. The music was composed by Richard Einhorn, an American composer of contemporary classical music, known for his concert works such as Voices of Light, inspired by the silent film The Passion of Joan of Arc, and The Origin, an opera inspired by Charles Darwin's life and work. He is also known in popular culture for his horror scores to films such as Don't Go in the House, Eyes of a Stranger, Dark Tower, co-directed by Freddie Francis, and Shockwaves. The fascinating and gripping soundtrack to this film was one of the early attempts at the completely electronic music score for horror films that would become so popular in the late 1970s and 1980s, and, due to the limitations of technology at the time, had to be created and recorded in a very unique way. Contrasting the 4 to 6 weeks normally afforded a composer to work on a film score, Richard Einhorn spent 2 to 3 months on the score to Shockwaves. He worked from 9 p.m. till 8 a.m. nightly at the Columbia-Princeton Electronic Music Center, housed at Prentice Hall, 632 West 125th Street in New York City. The score was recorded to a 4-track Ampex 354 tape deck, seen here, and was created without sequencing technology, which means the score had to be performed and recorded in real time by the composer. The music of Shockwaves was created with only 2 synthesizers, the Mini Korg and the Maxi Korg. The Mini Korg 700 is a monophonic analog synthesizer released by Korg in 1973, which means it could only play one note at a time. It represented their entry into mass-produced synthesizers and their first synthesizer. It was originally designed to be placed on top of an organ, so its controls are located below the keyboard, facing towards the performer. The Maxi Korg is a duophonic synth introduced by Korg in 1975, which means it can play 2 notes at once. It is often described as essentially 2 mini Korgs in one box. All the music to this film had to be painstakingly recorded in real time using only these 2 synthesizers. Mr. Einhorn would meet with the director nightly at 7 p.m. to review the previous evening's work, creative decisions would be made, and composing would then commence at 9 p.m. Shockwaves was Richard Einhorn's first film score and the beginning of a long career composing both film and concert music. The score remains as effective and interesting today as it was when first released to cinemas in 1977.